10 years ago, while Tesla was still producing limited volumes of its two-seat Roadster and readying its Model S for production, Nissan was at the forefront of a race to bring series production electric vehicles to market. By this point in 2010, we knew what the Nissan Leaf would look like. Nissan had already amassed a significant number of reservation holders through online deposits, me included. And while Mitsubishi did beat Nissan to market in Japan and Europe with the diminutive i-MiEV, for many customers around the world, Nissan was the first and only choice if you wanted an all-electric, non-range extended family car. And while some people don't like admitting it, Nissan was the company to make electric vehicles more accessible than ever before. Fast forward to today and things are very different. While Nissan has continued to produce the Leaf, it no longer seems as laser focused on electric vehicles as it once was. The original Leaf design, updated for the 2013 model year with a new battery cell chemistry, before getting a larger capacity battery pack for the 2016 model year, may have sold in sizable numbers, but Nissan's original battery chemistries have not aged all that well. I'm not going to go into the issues concerning rapid battery degradation here, as there are plenty of videos on the channel on this subject. But suffice to say, if you add battery lifespan issues to an okay second-generation version of the Leaf, in a far more competitive market than Nissan once had to deal with, well, Nissan's not doing as well as it once did. In fact, it's struggling financially. Its Q4 2019 balance sheet recorded a 26 billion yen loss compared to a 70 billion yen profit in the same quarter a year earlier. Some analysts suggest Nissan's current lineup, which includes plenty of hatchbacks and sedans, are no longer what customers want. Others suggest that the dramatic departure of Carlos Ghosn has left the company without its guiding force. Ghosn, of course, was accused of fraud. Whatever the reasons, though, this drop in finances has raised some questions as to what the future holds for both Nissan as a brand and, of more importance to those in the plug-in segment, as an electric vehicle manufacturer. Nissan's remained pretty cagey about its future models and hasn't made any firm commitments to keep the current Nissan Leaf or ENV200 around after both models reach the end of their usual production lifespan. But earlier this week, we got the first hint of what may happen with Nissan's electric models in the future, at least in Europe. They may just be rebadged Renaults sold as Nissan. According to a report from Reuters, the massive restructuring that Nissan is currently undergoing will result in the brand ditching most of its hatchback and sedan models and instead focusing on SUV and commercial vehicles, as well as redefining how the Renault-Nissan alliance will look moving forwards. Citing anonymous sources close to the company, anonymous in this case because Reuters said they hadn't been given the go-ahead to talk publicly about this by either Nissan or Renault, Reuters seems to suggest that Renault-Nissan is looking at a new working relationship which will see more substantial vehicle and platform sharing, splitting off expertise so that each automaker independently becomes an expert in certain key technologies and then sharing those results with their alliance partner. While it's not explicitly clear what that will mean, I am reading between the lines here. I'm going to predict that it means, aside from the upcoming Nissan Ariya, a car that's due to enter into production next year as a 2022 model year car, it's most likely that Renault will become a leader in electric vehicles, while Nissan may end up focusing on other core technologies like its ProPilot autonomous vehicle tech. Why do I say this? Well, currently, two of Nissan's big factories, the two biggest factories responsible for electric vehicle production in Europe, that's the Sunderland facility where European market Leafs are made, and the Barcelona factory in Spain where Nissan makes the ENV200, are allegedly about to get a big cut in production. Renault says Nissan will shift from 3 shifts to 2 in Sunderland, while the Barcelona facility is likely to close completely. Obviously, that doesn't mean for sure that we will see the end of the Leaf or ENV200, and I should note here that both Sunderland and Barcelona factories do make more than just electric vehicles, but it certainly doesn't look like either will be expanding EV production at this current time. And remember, we are going on an unconfirmed report from Reuters. If you add in the fact that Nissan sold its battery production facilities back in 2018 and shifted its battery supply source to CATL, the same supplier that Renault now uses, It does seem to suggest that Nissan isn't as focused on electric vehicles as it once was. Instead, it's been quite busily focused on developing its e-Power series hybrid drivetrain. It plans to put that in many more future models across the Nissan lineup. And while I don't like it because of the way corporate average fuel economies work and similar requirements in other countries, e-Power is being seen, I think, by Nissan as a way for it to meet emissions and economy targets with the least financial outlay. Sure, Nissan has already confirmed that the Ariya SUV will come to market. It will have a 300-mile range. It will have a sub 5-second sprint time, and it will have all-wheel drive capabilities. It will also have ProPilot 2.0, which is Nissan's semi-autonomous driver assistance system. And it will also have a price tag that will put it in the market, certainly in the US, somewhere between $40,000 and $50,000. But this could leave Nissan out of more affordable markets, something that frankly has helped get Nissan to where it is today. Which is where Renault comes in. Renault has already heavily invested in electric vehicles. In fact, the Zoe is now one of the most popular electric vehicles of its class in Europe. Take February this year. The latest version of the Zoe, with a 52 kilowatt-hour battery pack, actually chopped the sales charts with 6,439 sales. The Tesla Model 3, in contrast, managed 3,589, and the Nissan Leaf managed just 2,570. The reason for all of this, the reason for the Zoe's popularity, I think it's partly down to Nissan's lowering reputation among car buyers, but also a representation of how car buyers in many European countries approach cars. They look at them as tools. Zoe is inexpensive, practical, and far more affordable than many other vehicles on the market. Some might call it perfunctory, but at a time when wallets are likely to get squeezed by financial uncertainty, it could just be the vehicle to lead the Renault-Nissan EV push. Rebadging the Zoe for sale as a Nissan vehicle in other markets makes total sense, although I'm not going to lie, I don't ever see a rebadged Zoe being a big seller in large swathes of the US. However good it is, because, well, SUVs dominate, and for that reason it's unlikely it will ever appear here. Elsewhere in the world, though, well, it would give Nissan a more affordable low-cost model to sell in markets where Renault isn't selling, while allowing it to focus on other areas. Renault doesn't appear to have the same issues with battery degradation as Nissan has, which could help restore confidence in Nissan EVs looking forwards. As for the future of the Leaf, honestly, I don't expect it to continue beyond its current iteration. To be clear, that is my assessment. I've no evidence to back it up, other than what we've discussed here. That's it. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to help us make more videos like this, please do like, comment and subscribe. You can send us a couple of dollars our way every month through Patreon, or you can feed our coffee habit with Ko-fi. Thanks very much to the folks scrolling by on my right. They are our charged up patrons. If you donate $15 a month to us through Patreon, you will join them on this scrolling wall. If you donate $50 a month, you'll join Jeffrey Songster, John Lyons and Regine Fellows in our self-driving level of patronage. They'll get a tour of our studio, and when we're on the road, we try and send them special goodies. We've got some to actually mail out. While super out of the world, zooming around the solar system in a Tesla Roadster, that's the Starman patrons, Marcel Ward, Reggie Watts, JP Fagerback and Sean Udea, well, they get a personal tour of Portland if they ever come to town, and we'll make sure that includes some of the best food that Portland has to offer. No processed junk for you. If you're looking for something else to watch on the channel, Google thinks you might enjoy this, so check it out. And I'll be back soon with more great content for you all to enjoy. Until next time, wash your hands, stay safe, and keep evolving.